Hey guys, this is Crunch. I'm bringing you a video about my AR-15, and this is actually because after I used the AR-15, after I was cleaning it, figuring it out, all the parts and everything, getting familiar with the device myself, I ended up having a couple questions, and so I know that there's probably a couple other people out there that may have had similar questions that still don't know or haven't purchased an AR-15 yet and should know a couple extra things to expect that they may not be expecting. So basically, from the very beginning, when I first got the AR-15, like it says in the manual, go ahead and clean your gun, right? So that's what I tried to do, and what ended up happening is when the gun is together, you've got the takedown pin back here that if you're going to be watching other YouTube videos trying to familiarize yourself, it always looks like people are like, oh yeah, it just pops in and out, super fast, super easy. Well, that may be the case for some, but not for me. So what I ended up having to do is take some of these cleaning patches and this rod here and just pop it through, and that's how I had to do it, because even after cleaning the pin itself and cleaning inside the track in there, it's still extremely difficult. And that's just on this back one. The pivot pin up here is not difficult at all. I can pop it through with my finger just like that, but for the takedown pin, it's much more difficult. There are some times where it's just going to be normal, where you're only going to have where that pin may be extremely difficult. So that's the first thing. Second thing, this one's purely cosmetic. It doesn't affect the gun. This bit, the rib right here on the magazine well, you can see how it looks perfectly flush on here, but there's this little bit that's not so flush. It's 99% perfect as far right there, but it for whatever reason it's just a little bit over, and that can be for multiple reasons, like if the lower is forged in one shop and then the upper is forged in another shop, or even if they're forged in the same house. All sorts of things can happen. So whatever the case, the rib itself up here on the upper is thick, so it actually isn't going to affect any internal parts. This is just cosmetic. So there's that. So then after having taken the gun out, having fired several hundred rounds through it, while using it, one thing that I did notice is that there was a large amount of smoke, more than I had originally expected there to be. It was coming through here, and if you hold the gun up to the light, you can actually see there's just a little bit of space, not a lot. Now don't start thinking that this is faulty or anything like that, because there's going to be space, period, with all guns. But the thing that alarmed me about it was the amount of smoke. Then, having realized what had happened, when I originally cleaned the gun, I had a cleaning kit only for a handgun with me, and so when I had originally cleaned it, since you can't really take this and get it all the way through the barrel, I had to start at the other end. So of course it only cleans about half the barrel. So somewhere underneath the handguard, all that material that's in the barrel, all the cleaning cosmoline stuff, is still in there. So when I fired the gun, what ends up happening is that it heats up all that stuff, burns it off, causes it to smoke, which caused the amount of smoke that I wasn't expecting, which came out through here. Eventually, after a little while, the gook in the side of the barrel burned off, went away, and the smoke stopped. So if you can take away anything out of here, out of this video, basically you can expect sometimes to have a really tight takedown pin. If there's a lot of smoke, it may be because you didn't clean the barrel well enough. If you see a lot of smoke coming through here, it's just another path for the smoke to come out. So other than that, the gun's great. Alright everybody, thank you very much for watching, and have a nice day.